switched around. My arm got tired holding that. Hello. This is my shipyard uniform that I've wore every single day for about 6 weeks. Like every time we know we're gonna go in the shipyard, we save some clothes. Like, oh, save those shipyard shoes. My running shoes are all falling apart and ripping at the seams. So I've been saving them for the shipyard. They were really excited about that. Okay, sorry about the mess. This is PVC glue, which I have been using today. Just messy, but composting head. We kept it all wrapped during the shipyard to keep it clean. You can see we did make the special platform for it that's starboard, caulked in the back. I still have to do a caulk line there. And then of course the caulk line where it meets wood, because in case we get water here. So Annie has more caulking to do. Ah, obligatory joke. Here's the exhaust hose that goes in, and on the back, I'll show you, I can even show you in here. Always look at your manuals, people. There was a little exhaust cuff. Sorry, just a second. Oh, there it is. See, I was on the back page. So there's an O-ring and a little cuff that you glue on the back, and you do that with PVC glue. Really easy, not too bad. And so that's, as you see here, that little cuff, wow, we're using some WD-40 on that, is inside the bowl. I don't think I can show you. See how far I can go with my camera. Not really far. Get in there, camera. That's not working. But it's right in there. And we also did our toilet paper test, which I'll show you, to make sure the exhaust fan is sucking. You just put a little piece of toilet paper up on it, and it goes and holds the toilet paper, then you know you're good to go. So that's down in the bowl, sucking air out of the composting area through the exhaust. And we ran our hose through the wall, and we got lucky, and there was a propane fitting, a little opening for the propane that was already there. So Philip kind of modified that, made it look a little nice. And then it comes through, this is what we call our shower caddy. It's in our stand-up shower stall. So that's our stand-up shower stall, which is really nice. But it runs in the caddy, and I'm about to install the insect screen. This is the female part, and oh, hello, ha, make all your jokes. The male part, and it has, you'll see the insect screen, this tiny little screen, and they keep it this way so you can take these apart and clean that screen to make sure it's not clogged, because you definitely want to keep insects out. It's the female portion, so I just pick a spot, is what they tell you to do, that's convenient for you to access. So I think I'm going to do it right here, because as you're sitting on the shower stall, you know, it's easy just to reach in there, pop those two apart, check your insect screen, clean it, put it back. So I'm putting the insect screen in there. This is our fan, and I just checked it before I glued it. I haven't like heat shrunk and cleaned up all my wires, but I did do my wiring. We put a fuse on it just to make sure in case it went crazy it doesn't arc and burn the boat up while we're gone. But I did check the fan too. You can put, when you put your hand on it, it sucks there as well. So there's the fan, and then it elbows up. You'll see that's my glue, so I've been gluing today. Glued all these pieces together, and it goes through the wall. So, ooh, turn you around. Comes out here. Brandon came up with the ingenious zip tie system, patent pending, but we need this to be held in place and really firm. This is the old propane exhaust, but we're reusing it. And then it comes up here to this rubber cuff that we just kind of cut and modified. And I'm going to caulk around very carefully, very pretty way. It's going to be the most beautiful caulk you've ever seen. All the way around there just to keep the air flowing outward. And then we have, you can see the beautiful piece that fits on this, you know, real nice. And there's a little shower kind of caddy area here for shampoo and soap and razor and all that stuff, and hooks on the front for all of our towels and things. And then that'll all, that ugliness kind of Frankenstein will just disappear. The shower caddy will shut, you know, you won't see any of that. And then all you have here is your clean composting head with no more holding tank. That used to be the old cap where the holding tank went, and I put a little doorknob cap on it. Looked pretty good, just to kind of hide it away. And then also, I can show you what it does for us here. This cupboard used to be stinky and smelly and had the Y valve for the pump out and all that jazz in it. But now it's just nice and pretty and white and smells really good. That's an Arm & Hammer on the bottom. I got some paint on my hoses, but I don't care. And that's our sump box, the new sump box rerouted. I just tested it today to the old holding tank overflow. So that looks really good. It worked. Now we can shut all of our seacocks when we go. And now that's a nice white, clean, good smelling cabinet, which is awesome. And down here, I'm sure we've got some junk, so this is under the sink. We've got a lot of stuff stored in here. But this used to have the macerator in there, so it took up the whole cabinet. Now we can put like first aid in here. We just got some hang about stuff, Tide, Clorox cleaners, just to get out of the way. But that makes this cabinet too now cleaner, nicer, and more open. So it just really opened up a lot for us. So this is the last part of the composting. Annie's gonna get her caulk on. Okay, so last step, there's my glue I need to seal up, probably before a video. So here it is, you'll see I just cut the hose right there. It threads up on this cuff. And then here's my female end, you'll see my glue in there. It's kind of hard to get that far down, but I did. And then this just pops on here. Shaky hands, Lord, I'm tired today. That comes together, and then that's my insect screen that I can pull out and check every once in a while. All you do is unthread this part. This is part of the threads. So this is your male end. You don't glue this end, is what the manual said. So when you want to clean your insect screen, you thread this off for a good ways. And you can check it right there. Make sure it's clean, wash it off if you need to. And then you just thread it right back on here. It's reverse thread, so you gotta kind of keep getting your head past that. There it goes. Nope, is it? Nope. Ha! I still couldn't get it. But it's threading on now. That's it. So that's the insect screen. That was the last step. I'm done! Woo! Right. Let's try that again. I just didn't record for like 30 seconds. So the toilet paper test that we were telling you, where you put the toilet paper on and you can tell the fan is sucking. You can't really see it in the bottom of the bowl because it's just too far beyond the components to be able to visibly see it. But I can show you here. Check it out. On the insect screen, you'll see it's right here taking it apart so that if I need to check the insect screen I can. And watch this. Got me a piece of toilet paper here. And I'm going to go, whoop. See how it holds it there? So you know it's sucking. So that's how you can check if your fan's working. It's pretty easy, huh? You can really feel it with your hand. If you just put your hand on there, you can feel just the tiniest suck, but the toilet paper really tells you. So, fan check.